Hello YouTube, what's going on? It's Richard, founder of STR University and Airbnb Superhost, and today I'm coming to you from the fabulous Bingin Beach here in Bali. Now, I first came here about 2 years ago. It's a crazy sense of location. You arrive, you're on this cliff. I mean, I think you can see that behind me. And then it's just this narrow passage that you have to walk through and you never know where you're going. It's got all these little tentacles that feed down the cliff down to the ocean. And then when you get to the ocean, it's a remarkable world-class surfing spot. People come from all over the world to come hang here, and there's restaurants down at the beach area and just some really cool people and great times. So I was here 2 years ago when I was on this epic 55-day journey. It was the longest time I'd ever traveled before. And as I walked down these tentacles, this spot that I'm standing in right now stood out to me. And so therein lies the message for this video, which is, what are you doing to stand out so that other people pay attention to you, and if they pass by your STR, 2 years later, they want to book directly with you, because that's exactly what happened here. In my particular case, I was winding down and I came across a place that stood out. It was all white. Everything else is sort of, bamboo and local and authentic and really beautiful. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. But there was this one location that had just a different look and feel. And as it turns out, happenstance, the door opened and I started speaking with the individuals that were staying in this villa that I'm standing in. They loved it. It was marvelous. It had a pool. It was really unique and whimsical and just decorated very differently. And so I started touring around it and I thought, gee, this would be an absolutely great place for me to come at some point in the future. I'd like to return. Not having any idea when that might be or how likely that might be, just sort of planting a forward-looking dream that would say, I'd like to return to this spot, and when I do return to this spot, I'd like to stay in this villa. So in addition to taking a tour, I took a copy of the proprietor's business card and I took a photo of it. Now, if I had just taken the card or written it down or sent myself an email, I would have lost it. But the fact that I took a photo enabled me in my photo app to search for location. I searched for Bingin Beach, and wouldn't you know it, immediately the card came up and I reached out directly to the proprietor, Morabito, and booked it directly. So what's the message here? Have a sense of arrival. It's really important that when people get to your place, they feel like they're somewhere exotic or different or off the beaten path. Try and make that adventure just kind of interesting and intriguing and have them feel like they've arrived somewhere. And I understand that it might be more difficult if you're in an urban area or in a city, but the notion still applies. What can you do differently as they enter your hallway, they get off the elevator? Can you put little signs? Can you do something so that they feel like they're somewhere new and different and excited? As I wound down this place and I got here, my entire family was kind of like, whoa, where are we? And this is crazy, and what are we doing here? And then we opened up the doors into this villa, and it was just magical and different, and it's almost like Salvador Dali and some guys on mushrooms, and it's just some wild stuff happening. But that's exciting and filled with energy and different, and people feel alive. My kids feel alive, Erica feels alive, and we're all just enjoying it. We're taking photos and Instagrams and videos, and my kids are doing Snapchat, and it's just because the place is remarkable. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous here from the natural perspective, but it's also because the host here, the proprietor, the entrepreneur, the business owner, has a bit of confidence and whimsical and design orientation. He and his wife have done something that's unique. It can't be replicated here. We're on this cliff and everything else is much more authentic, and there's perfectly good places to stay. But for me and my trip, for my girls and my why, I wanted it to be something that was really memorable, unique, could not be replicated, and we'll never forget. And if you do that consistently in any line of work and any business, you will succeed. So they're practically sold out perpetually. They have multiple units here. They're expanding. I don't know if you can see the construction right there, but they continue to expand, and they've got, every unit is different, completely unique, different, weird layouts, funky, not built to US codes, not necessarily safe, but we're in Bali and we know it, right? There's no question that we're somewhere foreign, and it's exciting, and that sense of adventure, that sense of arrival, that whimsical, that playfulness, that joy, that joie de vivre, that excitement, that's what you want to capture in all of your short-term rentals, whether you're urban or foreign or domestic, it doesn't matter. Just try and put yourself in the shoes of somebody who's just arriving and you want to blow their mind and be like, wow, this is spectacular and so cool and unique. I've never seen anything like it. And we start to send Instagrams, people book directly, repeat businesses off the charts, and you start to grow and expand. And that's what's happening right here at the Morabito Villas in Bingin Beach. Please let me know what you think of the place as you take a look at the interiors. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. And remember, friends, apply these lessons to your business and you will thrive. Yes!